Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. So I guess this live stream is just for me to just quickly dash in and dash out. Obviously, from the title, guys, you all know why I am here, and why I'm here is the fact that I'm so freaking raging. I am mad. Yes, I'm starting this live stream because I don't want to waste anybody's time. I just want us to come in here, say the things I want to say, share a few videos and stuff, and then get out of here. I'm super mad at the fact that Nigeria has no functional justice system. Because tell me why a case was heard in court and the House of Senate were told that it was illegal of them to have suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. Hello, Contribix. I'm super mad at the fact that the judge, even if it was just a mere suggestion, the judge made it clear that that suspension was illegal. And you will have thought, if they are not egoistic men, if they are not men who expect women to be their doormats, you will have thought that they would have asked Senator Natasha to come back to start her duty straight away. But then they keep going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth. And this is the bloody Nigeria that I saw a Nigerian, I don't even know who made him the youth of Nigeria, saying there's a lot of so many things that Tinubu is doing now, which will lure Nigerians in diaspora to come back home. We are not freaking going to come back home. Apart from the fact that Tinubu is changing names of all places in Nigeria, does that solve insecurity in Nigeria? Does that solve the fact that we are still talking about this injustice system in Nigeria? Okay, Senator Natasha went to court. She's been fined. She was asked to make apologies to the to the court, because obviously they were all bad from talking about the case, because the case was yet to be heard in court. And then judge said, yes, this suspension was illegal. And that either judge made a joke, either the judge made it as a hurdle, either judge made it was as whatever they want to count it to be. She made it clear that they shouldn't have suspected Senator Natasha in the first place. Good morning, Tough-Luck. How are you? That they shouldn't have suspended Senator Natasha in the first place. She made that clear, and which means that all they did, their move was illegal. Yet they are still not allowing this woman back. So I've been following the news because I knew she was due back in the House of Senate today. I knew she was back, so I've been trying to get updates so far. And yes, all the videos are now popping on Instagram, which I'm going to be sharing with you. And each and every time I see each post of them trying to make preventing her from coming in, it upsets me the more. It upsets me the more that this was not in Nigeria when I was in my when I was in my younger teenage years and my young adult years. This was not the Nigeria I observed. This was not the Nigeria I experienced. Guys, I'm trying to contain my emotions here. I'm stifling my tears. I'm not emotional because of the fact that it concerns Senator Natasha, but it means that if it was an ordinary person. All right, okay, Tough-Luck. If this was an ordinary person, I don't think that person will even be alive to fight this case with the amount of illiterates, yes, illiterates and criminals we have in that House of Senate. I'm saying it with my full chest. Because no matter what role you hold in Nigeria, no matter what role of office you hold, there should still be a governing arm that will be able to call you into order, that will tell you that, oh, come, what you did was wrong. This is the way around it. Guys, like I said, I'm trying to stifle my emotions. I'm just upset. I'm upset at the state at which Nigeria is going on right now. I'm upset that I was just in the car earlier on, and then I saw this post that Babangida's son was given a post by Baba Tinubu, and he's meant to be a BOA, something of agriculture chairman. And obviously, a fake rumor. Before then, when I saw the post, I was like, why would he reject the post? Because at the end of the day, how long ago did Babangida came out to talk about all the shenanigans he got up to while he was a military president, all the coup and all of that they were, they all carried out. And we also the high dignitaries that attended that is book launch. Yes, I have the book down. I have the book downloaded on my website, on my page here. It's about almost 500 or 400 something pages. I've only read page 25 pages. And I was just like, there's no way I'm going to read this, because if I read this, it's just going to poison my mind towards Nigeria the more. So I was surprised when obviously it came out that I saw the post that it was given a role. It was given an appointment by President Tinubu. And then shortly afterwards, it states that he declined the appointment. And I was like, why would he decline the appointment? So I took my time. I didn't want to do any video because I felt like it doesn't make sense that it would decline the post. And you guys will ask me why. Because like I said, his father came out a few weeks ago or a few months ago, launching a book, and all of the Nigerian dignitaries were there. They were clapping for him. Yes, a few shades were thrown at the family of Abacha, and they donated billions. All those dignitaries that attended that book launch donated billions of money for him to erect a library, as if library is a problem in Nigeria. So him being a military government, a military president in Nigeria, and still being alive today, seeing everything that is happening so far in Nigeria, his brain of brains tell him that it is a library that Nigerians need for him to erect as a past president of Nigeria. Guys, please make it make sense. So when I saw that post that said that his son declined the appointment, I was like, nah, this had to be a joke. This has to be a joke. And then another post was released again to say that no, he did not reject the post, that it was fake news, that he has accepted the post. And why I was actually going to make a video was the fact that, guys, why I said I was surprised with the fact that Baba Tinubu and Babangida, they are close pals. They all work together, they're all in politics. And now all these politicians we have in Nigeria, they are rotating all these political posts amongst their children. Prior to this news of Babangida's son being appointed a role by Tinubu, I saw a post. I don't know why I did not share it. Maybe I was like, I didn't think anything of it. It said that 2 other members of House of Senate, their children, I don't know, maybe one of them was called Rufai or something. One of them has a daughter and the other person has a son, who were recently sworn into the House of Representatives to be a whatever. So they are slowly bringing their children into politics or into some sort of place where they have power, which means that when all these politicians that we have, when their time is done, showing Nigerians shege, they will now rotate Nigerians to the hands of their children to continue the shege that they stopped giving to us, so that their children can continue from it. So like I said, Babangida was once the president of Nigeria. Now Baba Tinubu has given his son an appointment. What do you guys think of that? If you look at Baba Tinubu today, all of his children has one major role or so in the arms of government. If you go to any Lagos market today, Tinubu's daughters are the one heading majority of all the markets in Nigeria, if not Nigeria, in Lagos today. They are rotating Nigerian politics. So there's no chance for someone like me. Okay, let's say maybe in 5 years' time, I was like, okay, and I want to come back to Nigeria. I want to apply to become the Minister of Information, because yes, I have a degree in information technology, right? You think such role will come to me? Hell no, because my papa no be politician. My mama no be politician, so it's not going to come to me. Such post will go to a child who did not even go to school, a child who did not even have any qualification or experience whatsoever to obtain such posts. So they are rotating Nigerian politics amongst their children. So once they are finished with their own time, they are now slowly handing power to their children, so that once they are done and dusted, their children will come in and their children will carry on with the way they've been carrying on with us. Guys, if you're watching this video back, let me know what you think about that scenario that I've just painted there. So like I said, now Babangida's son has accepted the post, something of agriculture chairman. Does he have a job? Has he ever worked in anything agriculture before that he deserves that post? So people who genuinely, Nigerian youths, Nigerian people other people who are interested in politics, who genuinely want to be a part of politics, there's no way they will ever have a role. There's no way they will ever enter into politics if they don't have a godfather. So Some of them will eventually, because they want to they want to go into politics, they will now have some sort of godfather who will not be, sending them everywhere. Like, guys, thinking about Nigeria is giving me serious headache. And should I start saying that I regret ever originating from Nigeria? Because Nigeria currently is a shit show. And I don't blame Trump when he called Nigeria shithole. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for calling Nigeria shithole. Because that is what Nigeria is. And I'm sorry to burst the bubble of those of you who are still believing in Nigeria. See, politics is deadly in Nigeria. If you don't do their dirty work, it's either you buy or you leave, or you possibly join their dirty game. But I'm just here to, like, you know what? Why is Akpoti stopping Senator Natasha from coming back? Why? I'm going to share a few of the videos I've seen, and like I said, every time I watch those videos, I get upset the more. I'm upset. I'm upset. Can you not take an example of other African countries where politics is actually working in their country? Because in my own opinion, the politicians in Nigeria, they are just going there to embezzle money, allegedly. They are going there to embezzle money. I don't see anything they are doing. Nothing. And I've spoken about these things several times in the past. Look at government schools. We can't even boast of better schools that's being funded by the government. How long ago there? Abuja FCT, Federal Capital of Nigeria, children's schools were shut for almost 19 weeks. Because of what? The teacher salaries were not paid. A whole FCT, Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. Children, to hear that schools in that state, they've been closed for how many weeks? It has to take a protest of a mere Nigerian guy. Obviously, him coming out as well. I don't think he's just coming out for the fact. I don't think he's coming out because he does not have Baba Saleh. I want to believe he has a godfather in power that is giving him all the power, that is giving all the guts also to do all this thing. Because here is it me now? Me that I don't have any political father. I don't have any political mother. I will now come and put my front chest that I want to go and confront somebody. Who I be? Guys, let me share. Like, I don't want to be here for long. Just maybe about half an hour or 45 minutes, then I'll be out of here because it's upsetting seeing the things happening in Nigeria right now. No functional justice system. The police that they are protesting. Do we know how many crimes the police has committed against ordinary civilians? You carry case, go police station now, say somebody do you something. Olokpa will ask you to pay for pen to write a statement. Olokpa will tell you to pay before you write a statement. If you look at the case of that last week's student, this girl was the victim and she turned out to be the suspect because the police are freaking arrested her. Like, make it make sense. Somebody threatened to unalive her. A landlord threatened to buy her because she refused his actual advances. And then this landlord assaulted her physically. She went to the same police station in that area to file a complaint against the landlord. The landlord ran. If it was a functional government, do you not think they would have followed that girl straight away to that house? No, they did not do that. They said the man ran away because the girl already involved very dark man. That was why the man ran, and they don't know the whereabouts of the man. Okay, which police station now did the man now go to later on to go and file a complaint against the girl? So the police were not able to pick the man. But they were able to pick the victim, the girl that was physically assaulted because he slapped her twice, allegedly, according to the girl. This is Nigeria we have today. I don't even want to get started on the matter of those people in those states. That one, another live stream. I think I already scheduled another live stream. I need to move that live stream to another time. A governor that cannot differentiate between 1.5 billion and 5 billion. This laugh that I'm laughing, it's not deep. It's a surface laugh or smile. Alright, guys, if I play you the video I made in the car, VIP will go welcome. If I played you guys the video I was making in the car earlier on, I was like, okay, I was gonna make a separate video about the fact that Babangida's son allegedly rejected the appointment that Tinubu gave him. And that was just like, this is me thinking out loud, that there are some things that I know when I'm driving at times, it just pops into my head, and then I just on my camera and start filming. But most of those videos, they don't ever make it to my channel. Like, I swear to God, if, assuming I don't have ties in Nigeria, I would disown Nigeria. I will disown Nigeria because, like I said, Trump is super right, calling Nigeria a shithole. Let me play those videos. I've been ranting on my own. Like I said, guys, like, wait, if you're not careful, Nigeria matter will run you mad. Yeah, I see lots of, obvious content creators on YouTube here, how they are uploading videos back to back about Nigeria. I don't know how they do it, though, because me, I don't want to run mad. Before you even recover from one thing, something else has already happened. We were still talking about the Edo people, the Edo governor, Hello Habi. We were still talking about the Edo governor. And then I saw a post of somebody who was trying to say condolences to Buhari, and he almost mentioned Baba Tinubu. Like, God, I beg you. Like, it was like, we reached the Excellency President Tinubu. Then Uncle gave himself brain and quickly, say, that Buhari, no be Tinubu, I want to say, yo. Like I said, we're still talking about the Edo State governor. How did he freaking get into office? Someone that could not differentiate between 1.5 billion and 15 million. And then again, we also saw him when he was going to read a post, a newsletter, a letter that had already been written for him. He could not even read it. Tell me how the freaking hell they made him, like Edo people. How will I vote that person to become an Edo president, an Edo governor? How was he voted in? Abi, honestly, like, God, I don't want to go mad on top Nigeria case, on top Nigeria matter. But this one, I had to, otherwise, I will not function well. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I want to be able to go back to my work mode tomorrow. It's like we are yet to flee from Edo matter. And then, yes, I know the Natasha case was still ongoing because I was waiting for Tuesday. He could not read, and then he came out, I am the new sheriff. Please, make una help me tell them to spell sheriff. As he was saying that word, they should have asked him to spell sheriff. Sheriff. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I am the new sheriff in town. I beg you, help me ask him if he spell that word sheriff. Like Nigeria, like I said, Nigeria is a shithole. I am echoing what President Trump said. Like, guys, what's freaking going on in Nigeria? When we have government, like I said, no matter how a country will be, there should be some sort of arm of government that can, in fact, there should be an arm of government that can actually say to Tinubu that, Tinubu, come, put your reign in, you're doing nonsense. There should be something like that in Nigeria, but I don't think we have one. Now, Senate President Akpabio, the man is freaking acting as if he's the god of Nigeria. He was told that their decision to suspend Natasha was illegal. And they've been dribbling back and forth, dribbling. They don't want the woman back. And upon Natasha going back again today, she wrote a petition to IG of Police Egbetokun that she wants her security back because she's to be back today. Her request was rejected. And that youth Nigerian chairman, whoever gave him the post, all of the things that Tinubu is, in fact, I don't know how we put it, but it's like all the things that Tinubu has been doing in Nigeria now, it will make Nigerians in diaspora to come back. We are freaking not coming back. I would rather be a second-class citizen where I am than come back to that nonsense shithole that is happening in Nigeria. See, with all of this is going on in Nigeria, why won't the likes of Ghana, why won't the likes of South Africa, why won't the likes of all of those places calling Nigeria out, treating us like debt? Why won't they call us? Why would they treat us like debt? Why wouldn't they? Guys, let me share. I've got a compilation of videos I'm going to be playing with you guys. I'm going to allow you guys to watch. So you guys will know why. Like I said earlier on that when I was watching the video of that woman walking in, I could not, I was in the car. I could not contain my tears. I was emotional. I was just like I was, and I said that if I come live here, I'm not going to cry. But you guys could tell from the beginning that I'm trying so hard to contain my emotions. Abi said, like I said, education goes a long way. As he wanted to mark his territory and threaten you, if you were illiterate, he wouldn't have said that. Right? Exactly. And I watched a video of another Edo youth who said that, okay, this could have died down if he had just said, oh, I didn't mean it that way. Like, a simple sorry. In fact, I actually saw another video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. That even that statement that Edo governor made was more or less like he was giving the contract of assassination to somebody unknown outside to take out Ibita Obi, allegedly. I'll see if I can play that video because I think I downloaded it onto my Dropbox. In fact, guys, let me share my screen with you and start playing those videos because I'm like, what the freaking hell is going on in Nigeria? Exactly. What's the House of Senate for? We don't know. Because as they are now, they are just acting like headless chicken. That's how they're acting. Headless chicken in a frying pan. I don't think we have any functional arm of government in that Nigeria that can actually call the House, because if they are not able to listen to what a judge has said, so they're pretty much saying that rubbish the judge they talk. They're not even acknowledging what the judge said. So what's the point of going to court in the first place if you're not going to listen to the judgment that is coming out of there? So Natasha dragged them to court. They were the first person that dragged Natasha to court over this defamation, blah, 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 blah. So if you're not actually going to listen or take on board what the judge said, why the freaking hell are they in court? Why are they in court? Guys, let me share the videos of Natasha with you. Video plenty. Like, Akpami Jabo, I was like, nah, this is too much. This is too much. I got a compilation of videos. So this was from Tunde Ednut. Breaking: Natasha Akpoti denied access to National Assembly.
A lot of contention as to whether or not the court ruling on the case was binding as to her recall to the Senate. And we know that it has been established that in as much as the judge did say that her suspension was excessive, it was giving as an obiter dictum to say it was merely advisory and it was not binding on the Senate to implement that recall. Of course, we know that also came with the additional case with regards to contempt of the court orders when it spoke about Senator Natasha not speaking about this issue publicly, which again, she was supposed to apologize for and offer a 5 million naira fine. Now, so far, we know that the Senate has been very clear on this and they've asked her not to return unless she apologizes to the Senate.
Exactly. And for those that might not be too familiar for the background of this case.
Last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of tension as to whether or not the court ruling on
it all started about 6 months ago in March of 2025, following allegations of sexual harassment made by Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. She made those allegations against the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, and the suspension came after a heated exchange with Akpabio over seating arrangements in the chamber. They also recall that she was accused of making defamatory remarks in March 27 this year during a phone conversation.
Spokesperson Yemi Adara Modu reiterated that there is no binding order mandating Senator Natasha's return and that she must respect the full 6-month suspension. Well, clearly, Senator.
So that's pretty much that. So she has to wait for the 6 months. Obviously, Aisha Yusufu, I saw a video of her there. Aisha Yusufu has vowed to accompany Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan to the National Assembly today, declaring her support for the senator. Those of you that are saying I'm applying emotions, don't worry. Your turn, they're telling them that the suspension was excessive. So why go to court if you're not going to take on board what the judge has said? So like I said, especially if you're not going to ever live back again in Nigeria, okay? This is not a matter of emotions. They were told that the suspension was excessive. On a normal day, with their constitution, not even a Senate can actually suspend another Senate. Where is your brain? Go and Google. And they were told in court that it was excessive. You would have thought that rightful thinking men, with their level of education, with their level of exposure, they call themselves lawyer, they would have said, okay, it was excessive, maybe we overdid too much, return back to work. Because at the end of the day, you are not actually depriving Senator Natasha. You are depriving her of being in that place representing her people. You are depriving her of carrying out her duties. Make it make sense. Madam, stop adding emotions. Are you all right? This matter not even concern Trump. As it is now, let everybody they do as they like. Shebi, they will embezzle and embezzle. Abi, they will embezzle and embezzle. What happened to Buhari? Oh, it's just a matter of time. Shebi, that one almost called to the RIP earlier on. Let's continue. There's lots of videos. I was just like, no, at this point, yes, I am Nigeria, but as it is now, Nigeria, no, I don't understand Nigeria anymore. Look at all the work she was still doing, despite the fact that she was not allowed to represent her people. She's still carrying out her duties. That goes to show who actually is carrying out the work, not those Akuko head that pack themselves. Like I said earlier on, they are starting to rotate Nigerian politics amongst their children. They are putting their children in these places now, so that by the time they finish shaking banter, showing us when they've done their time, their children will continue the header. Their children will continue the header. Tell me how many of those senators that are representing their constituency, how many of them is forthcoming the way this woman is forthcoming? Even Ogun State, the one that is representing Ogun State, I can't even boast of what good things happening in Ogun State, because what you will not go if you go to his page, you won't see anything that he has done in the states. They asked her to stay away from the Senate chambers. So they warned that Senate wants Natasha. The Senate has one suspended lawmaker to stay away from the legislative chambers on Tuesday until the expiration of her suspension. The warning followed the statement by the embattled lawmaker, who said she will return to the Senate on Tuesday based on a judgment by Justice Binta Iyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja. However, the chairman of the Senate Media Public Affairs, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, in the statement issued on Sunday, stated that the no valid court order mandates immediate Natasha's immediate recall. He emphasized that the Senate remains committed to due process and the rule of law, warning that any move by Natasha to, in quotes, storm the Senate by next Tuesday under a false pretext will be premature, disruptive, and a breach of legislative order. He also stated that the Senate had previously issued 2 public statements following the court ruling and the release of the certified true copy of the enrolled order, clarifying that no positive or mandatory directive has been issued against. Maybe the judge should issue a mandatory order, if that's the case. Because I don't understand why they're keeping this woman away. On top, she thought you are Rassam. Like I said, if this were to be in the UK, you would have stepped down either voluntarily or by force. And if after the end of the day, they finish investigating the case, shame not going to allow you come back to that office. Because in every element of truth, there's always an iota of, there's an element of lies, or how do you even say it? In any element of lies, there's always going to be an iota of truth in it. To stay away. Yet Akpabio sit down there. Another woman stylishly, I saw that video, another woman almost stylishly confirmed what Senator Natasha said. I don't know where I saved that video, but if I find that video, I'll be back again to share that video. Though she did not mention Akpabio's name, but she more or less like echoed what Senator Natasha said about this harassment in the House of Senate. Let's continue.
Omobazuaye, how do you do? I see Natasha has come out of her car. Clearly, she was not allowed to drive in. Tell us.
They didn't allow her to drive in, so she has to walk.
What's going on right now?
If you're watching the video, we have Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. She just stepped down from her vehicle that was initially stopped by security operatives right in front of the National Assembly, and now she's taking a long walk all the way from the first main gate of the National Assembly, and she's going down the road towards the National Assembly complex. She has said she was going to make it here today. She had told the National Assembly that she will come here today, whatever happens. And true to her words, we have seen her. She has come. We've been waiting since almost 7 o'clock in the morning. We've waited for more than 4 hours. Now she's here, and she's taking a long trek along the road that leads you straight to the second gate. She had already beaten the first gate, and but a convoy was stopped. Then she stepped down from the convoy, and now she's making this move. I don't know. I'll give it a try to see whether she'll say something to me. This is Arise. What do you have to say?
First, I'm just glad to be alive, and I'm glad to resume today. And that's all I'll say for now until we get there.
Wow. She says that's all she's going to say for now. And we are taking the walk with her. She's coming.
Mobazwe, tell us about the women flanked around Natasha. Let's talk about the women beside her. I know she is flanked by some serious activists. Do you want to just ask them a few questions as to why they decided to come with her today?
Hear from the noise in the background what you have asked, but I know for sure that today, what's really at stake, most people have said, is that today it might be the last day that the Senate will be sitting for this particular legislative session, and that they may embark on their annual recess. And so she has, according to her lawyers, she has a court judgment she wants to effect before that happens. And part of why it's so much important for her to be here today.
That was when she knew. That was when she knew.
I'm going to was not elected the way you were elected. That is absurd. That is wrong. If you insist, if you must insist, if you must resist, we will insist. Comes and represent the people of Kogi Central. So we are moving there. You must stay with us on live. Watch it, view it, record it. And CNN, BBC, every blog, you know, let them see. We hope it's not another negative.
Can you guys imagine?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you guys imagine?
We are live at National Assembly, and actually they stopped our convoy at the fourth gate. So we decided to use leg to the second gate.
Exactly, they forgot that Buhari don't pack back. They thought they would live there forever. So this was the video I was talking about earlier on, where Imo State governor almost sent Balabulu to heaven. Let's listen to him.
All of the former President Bola, President Muhammadu Buhari,
he almost sent Bola
and the souls of all the faithful departed through the mercy of God, rest in peace.
Did you guys hear that? He even laughed. Baba was it Jegba? Let's watch that again.
May the soul of the former President Bola, President.
Can you imagine the people you guys have that is governing you guys? Can you imagine? And the thing he's reading, it is written on a piece of paper for him. Still, it's still not filled it down. It's still not filled it down. These are people you guys elected. You are paying. You said they should govern you guys. And what if was speaking reading was already on a piece of paper? Let's move on to Natasha, because it's because of Natasha. No, Roland, they were not there. They didn't come there.
He is the senator representing Kogi Central, trekking down to the assembly complex in order to she wants to enforce the rule, the court order that she should resume today from the National Assembly complex, happening live.
A lot of videos. Security say one person is coming back. One person. Salute, I am not paid. I cannot be, your governors cannot be getting billions yearly. And a single statement that somebody has written on a piece of paper, they cannot freaking read. You make mistakes yourself because now you go ask. Yes, I'm here. Can you imagine? Because of one woman, police where this go fight Boko Haram. They will not put them up.
I'm Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, Senator representing Kogi Central.
The volume is not that great.
I'm here to resume my duty. May I also know you, please? No, exactly. What's your designation? You are a staff of the National Assembly. From which department?
Exactly. See,
excuse me, I'm having a conversation with you.
See, they're not even prepared. Nothing.
You are a staff of the National Assembly. You are
That's
the
security blocking her.
Okay, so may I know why a staff of the National Assembly will stop a serving senator from walking into the chambers to commence her functions and representing her people who have duly given her the mandate as elected and as sworn in through a duly issued certificate of return by INEC to carry out her constituted function. So may I know why a security from the National Assembly will stop a serving senator from walking in?
Exactly.
And can I see written authority of your mandate to stand here right before me?
Man is not even speaking. Hey, voila.
We are here, he knows we are not giving authority to allow her to come into the complex. That is obvious.
No, hold on.
Please.
Why you are here? On whose instruction are you here, sir?
It's okay. I've asked him the questions. I believe I deserve an answer.
Exactly. He doesn't have an answer. So person will send you work. No give you reason why you're stopping her. You see? One money share of the he's walking away. He has no answer.
You have no answer?
You have no answer? I don't know. Why is it? Are you not? Are you? Why can you not talk loud?
Can you allow the senator pass and resume her duties? What is going on?
That's Randy speaker.
Why is the whole place?
Why is everybody talking like deaf and some people cannot speak loud? He does not have another. Does not have an answer.
They suddenly don't know how to speak English again. No, don't blame them.
Please, no, we are not. No, don't push me. Nobody should push. We are not pushing.
Nobody is pushing you.
No, you are blocking our senator now. It's not about pushing you.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
On whose instruction are you here?
Why are you here? Somebody should say something.
What exactly is going on?
Be fighting back.
Look at police. Yesterday, police were protesting on behalf of police.
Exactly.
And today, you are here again doing an illegitimate job. You cannot be serving the whims and caprices of one man.
Exactly.
Senator Akpoti is not the constituted authority.
Exactly.
The senator wants to resume her duties, constitutional duties.
Exactly.
What exactly are you people doing here?
Exactly.
You say you are not under instruction. Can you leave so that she can pass?
Simple.
In a national assembly,
they said they were not under instruction. So why are they stopping her? Why are they stopping her if they're not under instruction? They are meant to be security, right? And as Peter Randy echoed them there, that you said you are not yet under instruction. Then why are you stopping her from entering? Why are they freaking stopping her?
Assembly of 109 senators, we have just 4 women. One of them is the one going through this persecution.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen, you're standing here. You're stopping someone from going in. You call yourself Nigerians. There is shame on your faces because you know indeed that you're doing the wrong thing. But you stand here and you said they gave you orders.
Even if they give you orders as slaves, you should not behave like slaves.
Exactly.
How do you, sir, stand here and then you go back home and meet your children and say to them that indeed they are citizens when you yourself have not shown that you're a citizen? You stand here, you're blocking a senator, a serving senator who is on our way in. The person who will make laws for your child to matter the way the child of Akpabio matters. Exactly. But you're standing here and you're blocking because you have this that says sergeant at
tell them.
You are behaving in a very unconstitutional manner because the National Assembly is supposed to be for everybody. And you know that. So you have said that here, you are not saying anything. Your people have come and left, you are not saying anything. You are afraid to speak. You stand here, you say you're a citizen, and you block the people who want to go in. Sir, look into your life and ask yourself, at this age, is this what you want to do? At this age, is this what you want to be? At this age, is this the Nigeria you want to see? Is this why you go home every day and say to your children that indeed you are building a Nigeria? You are destroying Nigeria. You are
Don't worry, they will retire. They will retire when they serve their 35 years and they will come and protest the government, give them 2.5 million naira for retirement fee. We they wait for front.
Destroying the future of your children. And one day you'll be on the streets, you know, as a retired person, begging the state, begging people to come out to protest for you. Yesterday, we had the Nigerian police, the shameless Nigerian police. There is always a winning tool of oppression.
Exactly.
Yesterday, citizens were protesting.
I will tell them.
And as a shameless as ever, they came out to stop them. And you stand here, you're proud of yourself. You're stopping, and you are afraid to even say who is that sent you. We respect the law.
Tell them.
Does not mean that we are cowards. We aren't cowards. We are here to do the right thing. A senator, a serving senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is here on her way in, and you are stopping her. You stand there both-faced, holding hands.
Tell them.
If not fight, no fit fight all of us with you.
Exactly.
It is about respecting the law. You haven't known how to do it. Go in there, sir. Can you please let us do this? This is the National Assembly.
The audio is from the
And if you can't work with, can you have the guts? Can you have the liver? I be man, not be by mouth.
Exactly.
Have the liver to say, who asked you to stop us here?
Exactly.
It's not just to stand and move away. Two people have come here. They say they are security and they have left. Why are
They don't have any reason.
Why are you stopping us? Alpha, why are you stopping us?
Actually, that's how it is. You take it back. This is how you take it back. When we are serious, when we are ready to take Nigeria back, this is how you take it back. Those people stop them. They don't have any order. The security, you heard when Peter was saying that you guys do not have any order. Which order were you giving? Who gave you the order? The guy couldn't talk. He walked off. So he's doing an illegal job.
All the way from the National Assembly going down.
We are all going together.
Obviously, it's like
Okay. She's going. She's arrived. Please let us I beg move now. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. Waited for more than 4 hours. Now she's
4 hours. They waited 4 hours. Can you imagine?
Here. It's not just to stand and move away. Two people have come here. They say they are security and they have left. Okay, why are you stopping us? Mister, why are you stopping us? Alpha, road market. Why are you stopping us?
Give them woto.
touch me. Come on, Marodi! Seriously! Come on, Marodi! Why this stop doctor, they speak English? Come on, Marodi! Come on, Marodi! Come on, Marodi! I'm on the fire! Come on, Marodi! And I'm not let that go. Police, don't step back! Police, don't let them use you! Step back! Don't let them use you!
Now go and pay a collect 35,000 naira.
Don't let them use you! Stand aside! Stand aside!
Look at them. They will retire and they will give them 2.5 million naira for after retirement, after working 35 years. Yesterday, they were protesting.
They are wicked! Come on there! Come on there! Don't touch her! Don't touch her! Don't touch her! Don't touch her! Somebody on my phone! Don't touch her! Why are you stopping us? Is that Mabio God? Is that Mabio God?
He's not God.
Come on there! Now they crazy! Now go kill her! Now go kill her! The National Assembly belongs to all of us. This place is not Amabio! Where is Amabio? Where is Amabio? Senator Natasha will resume.
They didn't allow her to
kill her. Nigeria is one of us. Look at everybody peeping like slaves. You don't understand. One man wants everybody they speak English. Nigeria police. God bless you now. See, yes! And Nigerian police is suffer. Rubbish.
Exactly.
What nonsense. What nonsense. How long Nigeria will be like this? Not your guessing it. Not your guessing it. Oppression in the country is too much. What nonsense. What nonsense. They don't speak English. What nonsense. What nonsense. Now go and kill them. Now go and kill the senators. When they see truth, they don't be talking. Now go and kill the senators. When they stand, defend their rights. Shame on you, Nigerian senators. Everybody stand and speak English. Or go they kill now. Now go and kill now.
Can you imagine?
Everybody you see here today is ready to die. What nonsense. What nonsense. Now go kill them. What nonsense. How much is your salary? How much?
They were protesting yesterday here.
That is the country that we are. The situation was illegal.
They kill now. Everybody they speak English. Useless people. Useless people. They are the reason why Nigeria is where it is. Nigeria has refused to move forward. How can a woman inspector after 35 years receive 1.4 million naira?
And we are saying no to it.
How? And then you send the same police during the EndSARS protest. Police was killed in numbers, but these senators were abroad. They have come again. They have sent police. Police better stand aside.
Here, it's not just to stand and move away.
You are a staff of the National Assembly.
There's a post I just added to this page. Let me show you guys. I think it was from Mama P's page. That was where Aisha was.
Your children deserve what their children get. You are one of the problems. You are a willing tool of oppression.
Kind of nonsense. Every time.
Send you, they will give you orders. Shoot. Terrorists do that every day. We bury our people every day. We don't see you when it matters. We don't see you when we need it. They bring you here. They give you raincoat. They couldn't even provide raincoat for all of you.
Exactly.
You don't have
bastards. They are inside the sea.
Then we have the money to provide that. A few people sit on the money, and yet those who stand every time, They call you to come and oppress us. They saw their uniforms themselves. Even commissioner of police now.
They saw uniform themselves.
Their furniture for office now. Person go buy for them. Police community relation commission. And then they buy.
And then suffer pass us.
Voila.
Yes.
Police suffer pass normal. If they want to go house, they go fold uniform, put for pockets. Because what a tragedy of the country. Look at our
policemen knew the power that they have. If they know the power when they get, they know what they do.
Come back, you die.
Mommy not there for this talk. Saying that they lock the gates and they go to that side. And they are there for this one.
Forgive any useless wicked politician when die.
How does they lock the gates, me? Me know you're there for you.
You guys are just waking up.
See on restriction.
Welcome
They
everybody.
restricted my life.
Please like us inform. This is
They are
sad.
reporting my life.
This is sad.
They have restricted it.
Yes, friend, I love the energy.
Yes.
Our generation,
They've restricted the life. All the people where they report my life now.
Yes, so both of them, Mama P and Aisha, they give me joy. If you have more of these people,
your children deserve what their children get. One of the problems.
Now the guy be this. This was what I said. Tinubu's reforms will attract Nigerians abroad to come back home. Stuff all the Baba Kudubu and you should stuff all of the reforms in his pockets. We don't need it. Come back home to come and do what? All the reforms. Has he stopped all this nonsense that we are experiencing today? He said, I don't even know who gave this one post. Ayodele Olawande says President Bola Tinubu's ongoing reforms will soon make Nigeria attractive. How? A country that has multiple political parties is trying to turn it into one. Insecurity everywhere. Then build conference center with how much million? Baba Kudubu refurbish it with 30-something billion or 50-something billion. Yet, AC is not working inside it, allegedly. What reform? What reform? Obviously, she was not allowed to go in. We already passed this section. I see a lot of videos actually.
May the soul of the former president.
We already saw it.
Here.
We already listened to this. Guys, I'm not showing you guys what's been happening in case you are not catching up to it, okay?
You are the security. Okay, so may I know why a staff of the National Assembly will stop a serving senator from walking into the chambers to commence her functions and representing her people who have duly given her the mandate as elected and as sworn in through a duly issued certificate of return by INEC to carry out her constituted function. So may I know why a security from the National Assembly will stop a serving senator from walking in? And can I see written authority of your mandate to stand here right before me?
See, he's not talking. He's not speaking.
Can't hear you, sir.
A written authority.
Answer her now. Not going to say anything.
A written mandate.
We are here. He knows we are not giving authority to allow her to come into the complex. That is our place.
No, hold on, because
Please,
we want to know who you are and why you are here. On whose instruction are you here, sir?
it's okay. I've asked him the questions. I believe I deserve an answer.
You don't have an answer? He doesn't have an answer.
Where is the gentleman who stopped us first?
Written, exactly, written authority. From who?
You have no answer?
You have no answer? I don't know. Why is it? Are you not them? Are you? Why is everybody coming and going? Why can they not talk loud? Can you allow the senator pass and resume her duties? Exactly. What is going on? Why is the whole place? Why is everybody talking like deaf and dumb? People cannot speak loud. He does not have another. Does not have an answer.
Please, can we pass just now?
Abi, honestly. Please,
no, we are not. No, don't push me. Nobody should push.
Why are you pushing me?
We are not pushing.
Nobody is pushing you.
No, you are blocking our senator now. It's not about who is pushing you. Why are you? Why are you here? On whose instruction are you here? Why are you here? Somebody should say something. What exactly is going on? Look at police. Yesterday, police were protesting on behalf of police. And today you are here again doing an illegitimate job. You cannot be serving the...
We already saw this part. That was when she arrived. That was when she really arrived outside and then she had to go. This for a laugh. I want us to watch this video for a laugh, okay? Just watch it. Just watch it for a laugh. guess they were wasting his time and he wanted to enter before them. So Ambassador Maitama, whatever, Honorable Minister of Foreign Ministry Affairs, so all of them, they are queuing to enter whatever jet. And Ma was like, come, you guys are wasting my time. Baba telling me, what are you going there? Come back down here. Was when she arrived, obviously, yes, I would go with my entourage, so just pack a cab and walk through.
We begin today with some politics, where Mohammed.
So, guys, I was going to show you the video where I felt like this plan against Peter Obi was an alleged plan. Like, to be clear, the guy pretty much threw it out there with the hope that somebody will take up that thingy. When I saw that video, I was like, this actually made sense. It made sense that he's saying that he was not welcome. Anything that happens to him, he would bear the brunt of it. So that's him putting the contract out there for somebody to allegedly take out Obi. And I'm gonna share that video with you guys so you guys will listen to that video now. And then I'll round up this session. I don't plan to be here for a very long time. So let me share my screen with you guys. Let me share my screen with you guys to listen to that video where I said that this is more like when that man said that, I was like, this actually made sense.
It is that if Peter Obi comes to Edo State, whatever he says, he will get. That is a clear, incitement to assassination or to murder of Peter Obi. And no matter how you see it from any political perspective, the government at the national and people of goodwill, regardless of their political perspective, ought to call this governor to order, to recant what he said. You can't say that if anybody comes to your place, that whatever he says he gets. That means that you are indirectly telling your people that if Peter Obi, if they are in the purview of Peter Obi, they can assassinate Peter Obi, they can murder Peter Obi and nothing will happen. We're still in a democratic society. Peter Obi has the fundamental right to be in Edo or any other place otherwise minded, and he doesn't require the authorization of the governor to visit. We have a freedom of association as enshrined in our constitution, so it will be important, clearly important, that regardless of the partisan politics that is being played by the governor of Edo, that he cannot incite his people into believing that whatever they see Peter Obi in the vicinity of or the boundary of Edo State, that they can assassinate or murder him.
So can you guys hear that? When I saw this, I was like, you know what? This is actually what everybody has been trying not to use their big word, that everybody's trying not to shout out there. But when I listened to this, it actually made sense. It's a new sheriff. Whatever he sees out there, he should take. That's him in a way indirectly putting out the contract out there for any hitman to go take him out. The man just, sorry, Abeniko, how do they put that Yoruba? Let me share my screen with you. There's another video I found I wanted to share with you again. Obviously, I think they interviewed Senator Natasha afterwards. Let me see if I can find it. It's on Arise News. Let me find. Guys, I'm going to finish playing that video and then take a couple of calls if anyone is wanting to come share their views. And then we'll move on from there.
You beat the front security and you beat the second one. How far more can you go on this?
In simple terms, it's not about beating the first and second gates and barricade. It's about me and a duly elected senator walking into the chambers to resume my constituted duties as I was elected and mandated by the good people of Kogi Central and INEC. And it's unfortunate that we got in today, which is the 22nd of July, 2025, having duly notified the Senate through 2 letters that I would be resuming functions today. As a matter of fact, I'm disappointed on 2 grounds. One is the number of armed policemen that we met outside, all well kitted with guns charged at a female senator who is unarmed with her people here, patriotic Nigerians. And then the second thing is the fact that the Senate, under the leadership of Godswill Akpabio, have decided to become lawbreakers, and by denying me entrance into the chambers to resume my duty. There's been some conversations in the media by his own team trying to twist the narrative that the judge did not order my reinstatement, and I'd like to clarify that.
Are you guys listening?
You see, pursuant to Section 318 of the 1999 Constitution, it is very clear that decisions of a court comes in 5 ways. It could be a judicial decree, it could be a sentence, it could be an order, it could be a conviction, and it could be a recommendation. So an order is just one of the 5 decisions that a judge can pronounce over any case. And mine tilts towards a recommendation. Now, you would think that a recommendation is a voluntary. That means the Senate has either they comply or they have the right not to comply. But I'd like to clarify that. Again, if you go further to the to Section 287, subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution, again, it actually specifies in clear terms that decisions, that's any of these 5 decisions of any of the possible on every authority. So what that means in simple terms, whether they mention that the Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court made an order or made a sentence or made a judicial decree or a recommendation, whatever, however they want to interpret the literal words, interpretation of the words, it is still a decision of the court and it is still binding on the National Assembly. The second issue that I have seen withering around the media is that the Senate appealed the judgment. And I mentioned it, I'm saying it clearly. Hamza, can you please give me, where's Hamza? Let me have that page, please. Let me have the appeal. Let me show them the appeal. Now, this is the appeal that was initiated last week against Justice Binta Nyako's judgment. It is clear that it is not the National Assembly, neither it is the Senate. It's Akpabio himself. Read it. The president of Senate. He is the only appellant. The National Assembly has not appealed that judgment. The Senate has not appealed the judgment. The Committee on Ethics has not, that suspended me wrongly, has not appealed the judgment. As a matter of fact, Senator Akpabio joined the clerk of the National Assembly, the entire Senate, and the chairman Committee on Ethics as joint respondents to the case. That means Akpabio has taken the National Assembly and the Senate and the clerk and the committee to court as well. Do you understand? That must be clarified. So there is no reason whatsoever, contrary to the publications I read yesterday, that I should not resume today because the Senate has appealed my suspension. Senate did not. No, what I appealed, there's the contempt, and that is separate. The judgment came in 2 parts. One was to address the contempt, which is based on the satirical letter which I made, or the satirical apology letter which I made on Facebook, which the judge thought it wise in her own stride that amounts to contempt. But I'm saying clearly that does not amount to contempt of her court, because before Justice Binta Nyako was not the matter of sexual harassment or the matter of suspension. And what I would say clearly, hold on, what I would say clearly here is me appealing the contempt does not in any way invalidate the decision of the court that mentions me resuming. And I'll say this again, in as much as the judgment, Justice Binta Nyako's judgment was the most watery of all the suspension judgments we've had, taking into consideration Senator Aline Dume's and Senator Omar Gege's suspension. But there is one particular portion of her decision which I want us to hinge upon, where she mentioned that my suspension is actually excessive and that it me being suspended for 6 months actually will prevent my ability to carry out my constitutional functions as stipulated in Section 63 of the 1990 Constitution. Now, what does Section 63 of the 1999 Constitution means? That every senator in this and every parliamentarian is to attend a sitting not less than 181 days per year to carry out my constituted functions. And what are the constitutional functions of a senator? one, legislative, which I'll do in there. Second is oversight of the executive. And third is representative of my people. So that means what Justice Binta Nyako told the National Assembly is that not only is my judgment excessive, but it will also deprive me of carrying out my constituted of which I was elected according to the Nigerian Constitution. That is Section 63. So that means my suspension is illegal. If you look at that, because anything that contravenes the Nigerian Constitution is illegal, and the National Assembly cannot be greater than the Constitution. They're now coming down again based on the appeal. Akpabio himself cannot be greater than the courts, cannot be greater than the Constitution. And I want Nigerians to know that the office of the Senate President, Akpabio himself, does not give me my legitimacy as a senator. The fact that he has gone on appeal himself does not invalidate the decision of Justice Binta Nyako and does not stop me from being a senator. I got my legitimacy as a senator today from the people of Kogi Central who voted me at the February 2023 election. So me being well.
I hope you guys are listening there. I think it's the
most important thing is I am proving to the good people of Kogi Central and Nigerians at large, especially the women who have continuously our narratives are being shaped, history is being formed and shaped, and policies, again, all of this work together through intentional actions like we have done today. It's on record that the National Assembly under Akpabio has decided to be in contempt of the court's decisions. And it's quite ironic because they are actually lawmakers. So that puts to question how far as democracy in this day and age. So, however, if we decide to turn our backs and go home, we are not ignorant of the fact that the National Assembly is most likely going to go into recess tomorrow for 2 months, and they will resume pretty much in the last week of September. And like you rightly said, that means they would have pretty much served the earlier 6 months suspension. I'm saying that because as at now, I'm no more suspended. And there's something very important I would like to say. Even the suspension ab initio was fraudulent because the document that recommended my suspension was not attested to by the senators, the members of the committee. It was just an attendance sheet that was photocopied as their signatures. And if we have to go through that, that means ab initio from the onset, the suspension is wrong because the documents, the recommendations itself was faulty. So that's having mentioned that. Going forward, I'm going to have a meeting with my legal team, and then most likely they will have to probably proceed to the appellate court to seek interpretations of what has just happened. Abiding citizens, everyone here who has accompanied me, you can see no one is unruly, even though some have vehemently decided to express their dissatisfaction with the system. I am a law-abiding citizen, and it is very important I do mention, and Nigerians should know that even though we do have 2 federal government criminal cases against me, they are on criminal defamation, simply because I spoke up the threat to life. And everybody has a right to speak up on their threats to life.
Absolutely.
And Nigerians should know that I am not facing charges of corruption. I'm not facing charges of embezzlement. I'm not facing charges of drug abuse, and neither am I facing charges of murder. And it's ironic that the people who are actually testifying as witnesses in the 2 federal government cases have cases at EFCC, have files at EFCC on record.
It's crazy how I'm still reading comments where people are asking how to provide proof of sexual harassment. Are you guys all right? How do you want to provide proof of SH? How? It's just like where you guys will see, you will see RAPE. with your colloquial rights, it is the same people that will be asking the woman to go and bring the proof of RAP. Just go to Google. Google will help you if you can get a proof of sexual harassment. And if she's to bring proof, the proof is not for the public. Let her go. If she actually has any proof, let her go to the court to tender such. But as it is, they're not even giving her the chance to do so. At this age, you guys are asking for proof of sexual harassment. You're not going to wait till eternity.
But that they have actually embezzled state funds running into billions. So it's really, let me say this, it's very important I do mention the flip of our judicial system, the flip of how institutions being utilized to oppress people who are innocent. If this is a country that if Nigeria works, if our institutions are truly independent and strengthened, then there's no reason why some of these fellows who sit there as senators should even be in the Senate in the first place. They should actually be behind bars, and I'm saying that. And I do pray and hope that it is by my actions today and by voices of Nigerians all around, whether in the country or in diaspora, that we speak up and ensure that this injustice that is being meted against me, this persecution meted against me will not stand, so that their daughters will not suffer, so that their wives will not suffer simply because they spoke up against sexual harassment. And I'm sorry I have to mention this, because you see, people have wondered, Natasha, how come there's so much hate? How come you were suspended for 6 months? Just the day after you tendered your petition on sexual harassment, you were suspended. And then there was the fraudulent recall. We all saw how we survived a recall. And then there's been a whole lot of attacks against me, which by the grace of God I've survived. And whenever people ask me, Natasha, why is there so much hate from the Senate president against you? Why is that institutions have turned against you, even though by and large, you are pretty much one of the fairest senators or politicians in Nigeria? And I tell them, this is just an iceberg of what I have had to suffer and endure in the Senate under Akpabio's leadership for the last 1 year. Many of you thought that my speech on that floor, when I told him I was not afraid of him, and I did mention, I said, if you make me speak to the media on what I have had to endure in your hands, it will go pretty. And that's to let Nigerians know that that outburst I had on the floor was just a compilation of so many wrongs that Akpabio has meted against me. And I will say this, pretty much it's a shame that we have had so many good Senate presidents. We've had Chuba Akpadibo of blessed memory. We've had Senator David Mark. We've had Bukola Saraki. We've even had Ahmed Lawal, who is a senator right now. And I'd say this pretty much is the worst assembly Nigeria has ever had. And I hope we will not have to suffer this anymore, because it tells a lot on the individual. And I've said this before, and I'm saying it again. The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, as if it's the third-term governor of Akwa Ibom. Many senators are afraid. You've all seen what happened. You are not allowed to speak. When you try to speak or air your views on certain issues that are critical, you get shut down if it does not conform with what he wants. So far, I've not been given any official reason. I've only read on the papers yesterday that I should not resume today because the Senate has appealed. And that is why I presented to you that the Senate has not appealed the judgment. It is Akpabio himself. He is abusing power by willing the entire institutions to fight me. It's a personal vendetta that Akpabio is unleashing.
I hope you guys are listening.
Wrong, because you can't have his own senatorial district deprive the Kogi Central of representation. There is just no reason why these gates should not be open. But by and large, considering the fact that the Senate is vacating tomorrow, whenever they deem it fit to resume, we would resume as well. So what matters most is all the pressures and all the calls of me apologizing for no wrong that I did. I have refused to do that. So if it means staying the entire 6 months for an unjust suspension, which I'm saying, repeating again, has been quashed by the courts, so be it. I have pretty much been busy with my constituents on the brighter side. You've all seen, we've been carrying out a lot of projects in the past few months. And that is true to my nature, because I am a technocrat. I'm a lawyer. I'm an oil and gas expert. My formative year in my career were in the oil and gas industry. So I got into politics because I wanted to create a different mark for other people like me who wants to venture into politics. I also got into politics because I want to intentionally raise the standard of leadership. It's enough for us in Africa to sit down and admire leaders or politicians from other smaller African countries, not talk of the European world and the other Western world. So I hope that with this journey so far, however it goes, people should muster strength from me. And I hope that 2027 will have more courageous, younger, educated, intentional leaders that will be elected into office so that together we can change the narrative of Nigeria. And thank you so much for your love and support, Nigerians. I see you, I feel you. God bless.
Anyway, guys, that's pretty much that on the latest news. So far, she was not allowed in, and you guys heard that.
A couple of weeks, there's been
that the Senates are going on the 2 months, whatever it is, they go more. So she probably won't be able to come back in until after the. And trust me, that time go reach, they will still say she's still being suspended. With that being said, guys, how long have I been here? I've got another 10 minutes. I'll drop the link to the comment section if anybody wants to come in and say 1 or 2 things. Let's take a couple of calls. I know Abby said she's not going to come in. That's fine. I will take 2 calls and then I'll end this live stream. Because like I said, at this point, I am tired of Nigeria. I don't understand Nigeria again. I don't understand Nigeria again. If I tell you guys I understand Nigeria, na lie they tell you now. I don't understand Nigeria again because make this make sense. Nobody say she keep person now. Nobody say she keep person. Their ethics manager was a fraudster from the US and he found himself in the House of Senate. How did he enter there? How did he enter there? He ran away from old India America because he defrauded somebody as a lawyer. How did he find his way into the House of Senate? Anyway, that will be it's always going to be another story for another day. Abby, there's no point even answering this dense person that's asking about proof. Go and be comparing Monica Lewinsky. Go and be comparing the man with the man at Coldplay. How is that the same? Like some of you I don't understand. I don't even know how some of you think at times. If you want her to go and bring proof of sexual harassment, there's several forms of sexual harassment. No matter any form it is, no matter each form of it, you go wait till the time to get proof. And if eventually she actually gets proof, it will only be because she planned it in order to get proof. And then what would be the purpose of that? That's why you not deserve the kind of government you get for Nigeria. I don't blame the kind of government you get. Like I said, they are already rotating. They are rotating who's going to rule Nigeria next. How old is Baba Tinubu now? By the time, like I said, go to almost all the markets in Nigeria. It's Tinubu's daughter that are heading it. I don't know what post Tinubu's son is into. Like I said, they've given IBB's son a post. They are rotating all the political roles. By the time Babala Bulu come out of it, it is their children that are going to start ruling from where they stopped. So, no chance for any other Nigerian that want to enter. So, you guys keep folding your arms. Nigeria will continue. Me, I can choose to remain Jackpa where I am. Nothing will shake me from here. As long as I remain a law-abiding citizen, nothing will shake my feet here in the diaspora that I am. That one, I will let you know. Because as I did, so tomorrow I feel be Nigeria. Tomorrow I feel tell you I not be Nigeria again. That's it. God has given us that opportunity. I'm going to read your comment and I will leave here. Exactly. They will come here and they will go after small girls. And then they'll now come and tell us that maybe we should warn African men to not be following other women. Why should we warn them? Because at the end of the day, the stupid things that you guys do to women in Nigeria, you all see it as nothing. So when some of you now come to diaspora, you carry out all those shenanigans and they lock you up, put you in prison and deport you back home. And yes, many of you are still going to enter to come and commit same crime. And yes, you commit same crime, you will get caught and they will deport you back to where you come from. She's like, hey, Laura Bonnie, you say that no one here. You will all learn by force. And Bipendo, don't mind him. He's looking for evidence of every proof of sexual harassment. Exactly. Exactly. While I was listening to her interview, I was looking for another woman actually. I think this particular woman is in charge of admin. She was in charge of admin. She pretty much said the same thing that Natasha said. Obviously, she don't mention name, but hearing her talk, honestly, if I find that video, I'll probably try and maybe I'll edit it a little bit and I'll streamline it so that you guys will watch it. She pretty much echoes exactly the same thing that Senator Natasha said that Fabio did. Yes, this one did not mention name, but that's her. I think she's in the admin department. And you guys are here and they're like, Honestly. You know what, guys? I'm leaving. I've been here for an hour. I only wanted to be here for half an hour, but I've spent an hour here. We don't need them. Those one is nothing. Okay, co-play whatever. They don't belong to Nigeria. In Nigeria today, I was just reading about a news of where a 9-year-old girl was actually assaulted by the husband of her auntie. Do you want to tell me that the woman did not know? How many other cases like that of RAPED have we seen where the woman is trying to cover the man? Are you guys all right at all? There's a case that just Adetoun shared yesterday. I shared it on my story on Instagram. They don't listen. They just want to open their mouth and talk. They just want to type. They want to be a keypad warrior. Don't worry. I've said it. Macon. It's going to turn. And when it happens, you put your mouth, you put your finger in your mouth like this, asking God, how? You will not understand. I'm going to read this comment and I'll get out of here, guys. I even commend you for even replying the person. Knowledge is power. Exactly. Reading is fundamental. Exactly. Listening is a skill. Yes. Even the case of these girls that went to a club, I don't know what area they went to a club where they were assaulted with CCTV camera. The police are still messing that case up. They are still messing it up. Like I said, if there's a CCTV camera that actually catches RAPE, the Nigerian police will still tell you that there's nothing there. They will still tell you that there's nothing there. Even where there's evidence, normal proofs say RAPE take place. Where there's evidence say something happened against the woman's will. The politics in Nigeria, the Nigerian police, the people in Amabo, they will still tell you there's nothing there. They will still put the blame on the woman. They will still put the blame on what she's freaking wearing. Like I said, until it happens to you, then you know how painful it is. You know how hurtful it is. You will know why people like us are shouting. We are not just shouting for no reason, because you might not be on social media. You might not watch gossip pages. Maybe you should start watching gossip pages. You see all this shenanigans that's happening. And yes, we are here yesterday feeling pity for Nigerian police, but Nigerian police, the same way that they do, they won't even plenty pass. With that being said, there's another girl who came from an American who came to Nigeria. She took her sister to a spa. There, she said that the guy who was massaging her put his finger in her VJJ. Was he massaging her? Was he massaging the VJJ as well? So she went to the station to report. What happened? They still freaking blamed the girl. Even when the masseuse, the stupid boy that was giving her massage, confessed that yes, he did it. They still blamed the girl. Don't worry. All the Nigerians leaders, they will start selling Nigerians one after the other. Maybe they are embezzling money. When they finish embezzling money, when there's nothing else for them to embezzle anymore, they will start selling Nigerian citizens. They will start selling us one by one. At least that way, they will get money. When they finish embezzling all the money, when they finish collecting all the loan, and they no longer have chance to collect loan anymore, they will start selling Nigerians one by one. Then I will see where you all will run to. I will see where you guys will run to. Because we are talking and some of you don't want to use your common sense. Exactly, Annie. We don't even hear about that case anymore now. I heard that he said he was going to sue the woman. I wish he would come open, he will complain now he has already sued the woman. But we've not heard anything. Yeah, comparing America to Nigeria. Osas, now you care about Abby. Don't worry. Like I said, wait, it's gonna turn. The table is gonna turn. Just wait for your turn, okay? Wait for your turn. Everywhere is corrupt. Everywhere is corrupt. Like, it's high time we see the things that politicians are doing wrong. We should start calling them out. Let's start pointing out the wrongs. We've been turning our eyes away for too long. Now it's not the time for you to keep turning your eyes away, to keep turning your face to the other side when injustice is being done. We've kept quiet for too long. And like I said, guys, they're already rotating the political power in Nigeria to their children. When they stop, when they are old enough that they can't get out of their beds, their children will carry on from where they stop, and then the cycle will continue. The cycle will continue. But like I said, Macon. I won't say more than that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. The person that is looking for proof, keep looking for proof. You will find it, okay? You will find it. Keep looking for proof, oh. Keep looking for proof. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I just thought I should bring this. Like I said, if I tell you that I understand Nigeria, I don't understand Nigeria anymore. And like I said, I can denounce Nigeria tomorrow, and I can say I'm Nigerian. But then, Nigeria is not going to change if we all keep quiet. And for those men that are coming here to come and be harassing girls, don't worry. One film journey, you go to prison. They'll bundle you. You will even be lucky if the men there, they don't turn you to CC. They will turn your backside to CC. Once they turn your backside to CC, you serve a prison time, they send you back to Nigeria. Then your brain, Anyway, guys, thanks so much for today. I just quickly said I should bring this here. I was meant to do the Peter Obi and the stuff, but as it is, I want to go cook. And maybe I'll do that later on in the night. I don't know, but we'll see. With that being said, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody that's actually commented logically here. I really appreciate you for thinking the way you've done and your comment as well. I really appreciate your point of thought. And please don't be a stranger on this channel. If there's any other videos, guys, I will definitely be bringing them up here. But then, let's go and be watching as all the dramas are unfolding. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you guys later. All right, bye, everybody. Bye.